Did you ever disobey your parents and break their rules? Maybe you were grounded for a week because of it, but what if you broke God's rules? What if you made a covenant with him and then broke it? That's what happened to a man named Samson, and today we're going to find out what God did about it. Let's take a look at the story of Samson, part 2. Last time we talked about how Samson was a Nazirite set aside for God from birth. He had a vow that his hair would never be cut. This vow made him super strong, like when he killed a lion with his bare hands. Judges 14:6 says that an angel of the Lord appeared to Samson and told him that God had chosen him to deliver Israel, his people, from the evil Philistines. But throughout the story, Samson kept breaking God's rules. For example, even though God told his people not to have anything to do with the Philistines, Samson fell in love with a Philistine woman named Delilah. And it wasn't just any woman. She was actually a spy working for the Philistine rulers. They paid her a lot of money to find out the secret of Samson's incredible strength, and at first she couldn't figure it out. He kept lying to her and saying that if she braided his hair like a girl's, it would become weak and he would lose his strength. Delilah tried that and it didn't work, so she tried again. And again, Samson kept making excuses and telling her little white lies, but she wasn't buying it. You see, up until this point, Samson had done pretty much whatever he wanted. He could get away with it because he was so strong, but eventually he paid the price for his disobedience. It says that after doing this repeatedly, Samson told her the truth. He said that if he were to tell her the secret of his great strength, she would have to tie his hair back with a new rope, so she did. And while he was sleeping, she called for someone to cut off his hair. Samson woke up and realized what she had done. He might have felt angry, betrayed, and scared, but instead of running away, he did something really stupid. He went ahead and pushed her over, but since his hair was cut, he wasn't super strong anymore and it didn't work. It says that the Philistines got really excited and took him to their temple in Gaza. There they blinded him and put him in prison. To make things worse, it was right before a huge feast. And when Samson heard all the people celebrating, eating and drinking, he cried out to God and asked for just a little bit of strength. He wanted just enough strength to push down the pillars and destroy the temple, and God heard him. It says that Samson pushed down the middle pillar and the temple collapsed. It crushed the rulers and captains of the Philistines. In fact, it crushed so many of them that it says there were more than 1,000 corpses lying around. Sadly, it also crushed Samson and he died. Now, even though Samson's story ended in tragedy, the people of Israel won because God gave them the victory over their enemies, the Philistines. In the end, God kept his promise. He delivered Israel. He just didn't do it in the way Samson expected. So what should we learn from this story? First, we should remember that even though God calls us to do certain things like helping others or praying, if we make promises to him, we shouldn't break them. Second, even though Samson failed and messed up, God still gave him another chance. Sometimes when we mess up, we think God is going to be mad at us forever and we'll never get another opportunity. But that's not true. God gives us second chances all the time. We just need to ask for forgiveness and try to do better next time. Hey, thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in next time as we continue to learn about faith from the Bible.